Whoa. All right, that was super loud. Hopefully that didn't scare anybody, but that was our 200,000 celebration confetti we get to clean up now. But hello everyone. Thanks for taking the time to hang out with us. Oh my gosh, that was so loud. Yeah, so where's everybody hanging out from with us today? We're in Southern California. I'm cleaning up confetti. Let's see. Everybody press the. I love it. Thank you, Mark. Everybody press the like button. Oh, all man, right, all these people coming in now. All right, we got Jersey, we got Illinois, Bay Area,
Oklahoma, Hawaii.
Man, all
Japan.
over.
Wow.
Nashville,
NC.
Dallas.
Gotta love NC.
And Israel. That's the furthest one so far.
Oregon, Phoenix.
And we got Greg. He just said he was in Heathrow flying over, and he's about to do a Route 66 journey. So that's pretty cool.
Canada.
So there's a lot of people on the stream today, so I'm going to try my hardest to get through any questions that you guys leave, but forgive me if for some reason I don't get a question. We're going to try to do more of these. Last one was like a year and a half ago, and since then we've actually gone to Texas and Alaska and I don't know, Florida. What else do we do?
Texas. Well, yeah, those are the main.
Those are the main ones.
Texas,
but yeah.
Florida, Alaska. Yeah.
Watching from Paris, Tennessee. That sounds cool. You guys have an Eiffel Tower there?
Nice.
Central California. Oh man, Vancouver Island, come visit. Heck yes, I would love to come visit Vancouver Island. I'm hoping to do some stuff up in Canada one of these days. I would love to go up that way, go drive across Canada, go to Banff, all that kind of stuff. But yeah. All right, let's jump into it. What do you guys have? What do you want to talk about? Route 66, Alaska. We actually just did the Blue Ridge Parkway as well. So that'll be probably a month and a half from now. I'm pretty behind on videos, but we'll have a Blue Ridge Parkway. We did 4 days on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and then we did Shenandoah National Park, so we'll have a video on that. And then we did
PCH, baby.
Yeah, and we did a PCH video too. So we've been busy. We got 7 days on PCH coming, but that'll be on the California channel. I have a second channel just for California. I think my twins are coming to say hi in a second. Troy, thank you for the super chat. Very kind of you. You went to Key West right after we were in Key West. All right, yeah. I mean, Key West is awesome. We had such a fun time on that.
It really is.
Feeding those tarpon where they like take the fish like right out of your hand. That is absolutely incredible.
Melanie, we were shocked that the mosquitoes weren't too bad when we.
You gotta wait for me to put the question on.
My bad.
Now, what would you like to say about that?
Melanie, we were shocked that the mosquitoes were not too bad. I was ready, baby. I had my gear. I'm not a mosquito guy, but no, it wasn't bad at all.
Niagara Falls. I actually have a really old video on Niagara Falls on the channel, so check it out. It's like 24 hours in Niagara Falls from like 5 years ago. Not one of my best, but it's definitely shows me and my wife's experience there. Can't wait for PCH. Yeah, I mean, that honestly, both Pops and I, PCH was like one of the most beautiful drives we've ever done.
It really was. Yeah, it's hard to. There's so much there that you miss things as you go. For where I'm from in New Jersey, I'm from Cinnaminson.
Thank you for the super chat, KMP. Where are you most excited to travel to next? We're hoping to do something on the East Coast for like the fall colors. I have like just barely started planning that, so hopefully we can do something like that. I think that would be really cool just to finally see that, like the New England area. Let's see. What's your celebration dinner? I think that you guys brought over Thai food or something.
Yeah,
so
we got some Thai. It'll be cold by the time we get to
it. Some cold Thai food. You already answered where you were from in New Jersey. Kirby Hayes, pair character dancing under a rain. Kirby's one of my good friends. I don't know what he's doing over there. Yeah, come on in. Whoa, what's up, guys? Are you attending the live stream with us? Come on.
Come on in.
Come on in. Come on, Jack. Yeah, we got confetti everywhere.
It's funny. This is very distracting.
All right, what the big pop was.
Oh, so this is, in case you guys didn't know, we have twins too. So this is twin number 1. Jack, look at the screen, buddy. Oh, don't eat the confetti. That's Jack right there. And then this is Sunny over here. So we have twins that are...
Do you see yourself up there?
They're
you looking at
a year, almost 2 years old. So they've gone on a couple adventures. They were in the Tucson, Arizona video. We went and explored Saguaro National Park with them. Hi, thanks. Can you say hi, Sunny? No? Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
You show him, what is this? You show him what this is?
We love Frozen in our household. All right, say bye, guys. Thanks for coming in to say hi with us.
Can you say bye? Buddy, can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Come here, sit down.
Amy's going to come back in later if anybody has any questions on family travel as well. So.
Bye, everybody.
Uh-oh. We're losing them. Oh. So, yeah, there's our crazy family. That's what we're dealing with over here. It's awesome. It's so much fun. But it's a different travel game trying to take twins with you, especially when they're under 2 years old. Oh, look, your dad is the best.
You know.
You have nothing to say about that?
I have nothing to say. You know, I try to keep a low profile on that, if you would. You know, I want to keep Josh's confidence up. So, you know.
Thank you, Greg, for the super chat. When's your next video? We have, the Blue Ridge Parkway, Shenandoah, and Washington, D.C. stuff. We got 5 videos or so coming from that channel. So that's what we'll probably move into next.
I can't believe we got Zane Grey on here. I love Zane Grey. Max Brand and all those cowboy guys. I love it.
What's your did you retire? Are you retired?
I'm not retired yet. No, I can still squeeze the trips in with my job, so it works out.
He still teaches. All right. What's the big adventure for both of you that you haven't filmed yet? I don't know. For me, I would love to do something in Canada. I'd love to just see more of that northern area. My friend Kirby just did a road trip there. It looked absolutely incredible. So maybe something like that. Do you have a adventure?
International things. I visited Argentina once, as some of you guys have known from the shirts I wear, and I'd love to go back to Argentina with Josh.
The twins are almost 2 years old. Let's see. Oh man, there's just so many questions coming in. So bear with me. I'm trying. Streaming software we're using something called Ecamm Live. Haven't done a lot of it myself, but it seems like it's working good. Let me know. I can predict when your dad wants to go. I'm just as claustrophobic and scared of heights. Yep.
That's right. Thank you. Well, we can sit in the parking lot together and chat.
He's pretty predictable. You can see, I already know what he's not going to do and what he is going to do. I tried to get him to ride a Ferris wheel on the Santa Monica Pier in the PCH trip, and I couldn't even get him to ride the Ferris wheel. It's like, come on, we were only 30 feet off the ground, you know? Yeah. Big hikes coming up. I started researching some hikes that I wanted to do. My friend Kirby wants to do the high point of Nevada, which is Boundary Peak. So probably do that with him sometime. Wheeler Peak, which is in a national park in Nevada, because I'm trying to visit every national park. And then I'd love to do some stuff up in the Washington area that I've been researching as well. Do you have any big hikes coming up?
No, I'm just looking about my sultry voice from Kirby. That's
what?
All.
Sultry voice? Oh my gosh.
Kirby's the best.
What he lacks in looks, he makes up for with the sultry voice. That's good. New England in the fall is awesome. All right, cool. I mean, if you have any recommendations, I'm just started to kind of look at that. I love anything that you guys have. Illini. You love when they're wearing the Illini hat.
No, I love all these Illinois folks out here. I got to get me a new Illini hat. Mine's getting worn out.
The highlight of the last year for me was seeing all the people who turned their back on Pops because he wore a Nebraska hat. I don't know why he wore it either, but for some reason he went and visited Nebraska and wanted to show his support for the state. I was just in Nebraska,
and these people were really, really kind to me there, and I thought, I'll wear my hat for one trip, but I kind of bummed out my Illinois people.
The twins have great hair. I'll let Amy know that because she's a hairstylist, so she'll definitely appreciate that you said that. Hi, Jack and Sunny. Thank you. Yeah, they're a crazy handful, that's for sure. What places in New York do you recommend to explore and hike? Oh man, I actually don't have a lot of recommendations in New York. I haven't been there in a while. I just spent most of my time in Manhattan last time I was there. All the museums down there are awesome. It was fun to see the Statue of Liberty, go to some of the, I love ramen. So there's some incredible ramen places in the Manhattan area, but I'm sure there's lots of people in the chat that could probably give you some good recommendations for New York.
I like Syracuse. Right around Niagara Falls is beautiful, and the Finger Lakes are just gorgeous. Adirondacks are gorgeous up there.
Let's see, what else do we got? I'm trying to get through this. Enjoy your channel. I'm subscribed to both channels. I try to watch the ads because I know. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Watching the ads is always good. This is my full-time job. It's been my full-time job for a long time to make the videos and to run the blog and everything. So, I'm incredibly blessed to be able to do what I love. But for me, it's always about sharing videos that encourage other people to go on the trips. That's why I include like as much information as I possibly can, is to just encourage people to go out there and experience these places for themselves. Obviously, some of them are more expensive, like the Alaska trip, but a lot of them are really cheap, especially the road trips. I guess really cheap is relative now with the price of gas.
That's for
they
sure.
were cheaper before the gas went up.
It's nice to get out of California, though, and buy gas.
I know, man. It's like $2 cheaper as soon as we leave the state. You guys like to eat.
We do. We do.
That's like one of the best parts about traveling, is just understanding the culture of the area through like the food that they have there as well. So yeah.
I think Josh said one time too, I don't know if you guys would enjoy watching us sitting and eating a salad. I think you'd prefer the burger in your face.
The burger or the donuts, or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If someone could take one road trip this week, what would it? Oh man, that's so. That's hard just because it's hard to know where people are coming from with the cost of flights are so expensive right now. But I would say two things. If you're on the West Coast, PCH is incredible. Like, it's just so much beauty that entire drive. Like, I can't wait to share that video because it's so cool. And then on the East Coast, the Blue Ridge was incredible.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's 400 miles where you never have to stop for a stoplight or a stop sign or anything. And so, you can just drive and you can just soak it all in. You can camp or you can stay in some of the cities. So, it can be a relatively inexpensive one as well.
Very different from the West Coast, but gorgeous nonetheless.
Greg, thank you for the super chat. Do you have a favorite donut place? That's like picking a favorite twin, man. I can't tell you what my favorite twin is. I actually went to this place in Memphis called Gibson Donuts recently. That I loved. That place was amazing. Just classic good donuts. Plus, like when you walked in, I told them it was my first time. They're like, "Oh, you're a first timer?" And the lady goes in the back, grabs a glazed donut, and just throws it at me. And so, I caught it and I got to eat a free glaze. I don't know if that's a normal thing that they do there or if I just happen to get lucky. But how do you not love a donut place that just throws a donut at you? Do you have a favorite donut spot, Pops?
No, I don't really.
All donuts?
All donuts, pretty much.
Let's see. Love Pops.
Thank you.
Everybody loves Pops.
Thanks, Beverly. That's sweet.
Have you ever had a scary experience traveling? Dang, that's a good question. You got anything that comes to mind about a scary experience?
Well, we hit an animal one time. That was kind of scary. That
That's
ran
true.
out on the road. That was kind of really scary. Good.
We hit a deer.
Luckily, it got up and ran away, so hopefully it's still okay, but that was pretty scary.
Yeah, we were driving pretty late in the day in Nevada in the national park, and we were going like 20 miles an hour. It wasn't a big deal, but it still like kind of came out of nowhere, and it like bounced off the car and it ran away. But me and Pops were way more shaken up than I think the deer was. But that was a little scary because we were pretty remote and we didn't know if the car was going to be. Everything worked out good, but those types of experiences can happen. Let's see. Pops, you don't teach in New Jersey.
No, I left New Jersey when I was like 18, 19, so I haven't been back there much since then.
Top 3 national parks so far. I just finished halfway through my national park journey, so I have plans to put out like my top 32 national parks to put them in order for a video in the future. I don't know if this will end up being the top 3 in the video, but for me, I would probably say Yosemite just is absolutely perfect. It has a huge spot in my heart. I've been going there for so long, so that's probably my favorite one. The Grand Canyon is just one of those places where like when you see it from above, it's really hard to experience, but we did rim to rim one time where we actually hiked through the Grand Canyon, and after doing that, that park moved up a lot in my favorites, just to see the park, like the incredible beauty of like all the elevation change. And then probably after that, I'd say Zion, because we've done a lot of really cool stuff there with Angel's Landing. And then my wife and I actually did the Narrows top down. So we started at the very top, got shuttled up there, camped in the actual canyon, and then hiked all the way out. And that was just an incredible experience as well. So for me, those top three. What do you got?
I think
Be faster than me. I was a little long-winded.
I would have to go Yosemite. I loved Denali, which was amazing.
Oh, I didn't even think about
that.
But
one of the ones that was surprising to me was when we got to see that sunset in White Sands. That was like something I'd never experienced before. So
that's a good one. Oh, look at this person says you're a great teacher. No doubt. Everybody's so nice to you. Does anybody have anything negative to say about Pops? You can leave it in the comments.
Bob.
We're considering either early September, October. What would you recommend for these two options? Western United States. Yeah, I mean, both of those times are pretty good. Obviously, the later you get in the year, the more possibility there is for weather. But in the Western United States in October, you're not usually seeing a ton of weather. September is a good time because most people go back to school in August or early September. And so you kind of middle September, you can get a lot less people in the national parks.
Depending on when you go, too, the eastern areas can have gorgeous fall colors. So it just depends if you can hit it.
That's true. Looking forward to your videos on the Great Wall. Pops has been to the Great Wall of China.
I've been to the Great Wall of China. It's amazing.
Why didn't you make any videos there?
I did, but you wouldn't publish it.
Oh, yeah. Those are sitting in the drafts. Will you explore more of the Central Valley? I'm guessing you're Central Valley of California. I go through there all the time. I've been wanting to make a Highway 99 road trip just to show people some of the stops in Central Valley. So yeah, hopefully do that in the future. Went to Yaks on the 5. Man, you guys know how much I rep Yaks. That health food they got over there. Those crazy burgers and the cinnamon rolls. Man, that place is awesome. Let's see. East Coast Revolutionary War Tour. Yeah, Pops has actually wanted to do that. He did it with his dad when he was growing up.
When I was a kid, and Civil War. There's so much beautiful, amazing stuff back there.
Redo the Route 66 trip. I actually just talked to Pops about this. I said that, if we're both still alive at the 10-year anniversary of Route 66, that we should definitely do, 10 years later. So, I mean, that would be about 7 years from now or something. But it would be pretty awesome just to see how much it changed in 10 years. Sorry I missed. When should we next dad and son? What's the next trip together? So be sure you're subscribed to my California channel as well, where I post just content from California, because I'm going to post the PCH one there. So we have a 7 days on PCH video that'll probably be in the next month, and then Blue Ridge Parkway will be the next one on this channel, which will probably be month and a half or something like that. Another Vermont in the fall is great. All right. Travel vehicle. I have a Jeep Renegade from like 2016 or something that we use for pretty much everything. It's got like basically no clearance, but it does have 4-wheel drive. So at least if there's not like a rock that's bigger than like this, you're good to go. You know?
That's for sure.
Let's see. There's so many comments going through. What's up?
Yeah, I tried to do that. He kept getting out though. He kept getting out. That was a good call, Mark.
What's up? Oh, ever come to North Carolina? We just drove through North Carolina on Blue Ridge. Wish we could have got some recommendations. That was absolutely beautiful area. Would you consider an urban hike such as... I actually, believe it or not, have been planning urban hikes as well, specifically in California. I was wanting to do one in San Francisco because I think that'd be pretty cool. And then I was also researching one to do in LA because there's so much iconic places there. And my wife and I actually ran the LA Marathon. So that was 26 miles through LA. So I think you could do some pretty cool kind of urban hiking in that area as well. But the Manhattan Island one would be awesome. The ultimate duo. We're the ultimate duo.
Ultimate duo.
It's like Batman and Robin.
Wait a sec.
Oh man. Let's see, where are we at with all this? Thank you so much for the super chat. That's very, very kind of you. We appreciate it. What trip would you like to do again? What was your favorite trip? Alaska for sure. I was just telling Amy how I want to go back to Alaska next year to do some of the national parks for like we're trying to do all the national parks. So obviously Alaska has a bunch of them, but I mean there's so much we could have seen there, and basically everything we saw just blew us away. So I'd love to go back to Alaska. What about you?
Alaska too, but I also the video that we did on the Texas eastern New Mexico area. I did a bunch of research on Billy the Kid when I came back and realized that I missed all kinds of stuff historically that I would have really enjoyed. So I'd love to go back and actually do that again.
Love watching your adventures from Japan. Japan is high on my list. It's a bucket list item to go there. I would just love to explore. There's so much cool culture and beautiful mountains and everything there. I'm from Link. Oh, there you go. The Nebraska. We had
there we go, Jennifer.
People excited, awesome. Not excited about the Nebraska.
I had a great time in Nebraska too, in North Platte, traveling around there and seeing some history. That was a cool spot.
Hello from Indonesia. Hello. Plus, I love seeing the Catskills area. Yeah, I saw the Catskills on the Marvelous Miss Maisel show, so I would love to go there. It looked pretty cool. Travels in Pennsylvania. Haven't done anything there yet.
Pennsylvania is a gorgeous state. Eastern Pennsylvania. When I grew up in New Jersey, everybody went there for the fall colors. Eastern Pennsylvania, the Poconos, whatever. But the state itself is just a beautiful state.
Have you considered taking a trip in an EV vehicle? Yeah, I would love to do that. I've thought about how fun it would be to rent a Tesla and just drive like PCH or Eastern Sierras and just show people where you could actually charge along that. I mean, I'd have to see whether you can actually charge along it. But it would be pretty cool to do that kind of travel as well, especially with how much gas costs. Where the heck is the Joshua Tree shirt from? I love it. I don't know if this is not Joshua Tree, it's Crater Lake, but I do have one from Joshua Tree. It's from a company called Landmark Project. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Olympic National Forest is on the list. I want to do a road trip around the peninsula. That's on my list of road trips to do. Let's see. Pops, you're the best. Josh, enjoy your time with them. Yeah, it depends on the time, you know.
No, that's right. Don't tell Josh, but we recognize we are so fortunate to be able to have the relationship we have and hang out and do these things. And I've told Josh 100 times how much he's enriched my life and just kept my fat butt in shape by hiking so that I can do these hikes with him.
Have you ever considered? Yeah, that's definitely on the list. I thought it'd be cool to do an Iceland trip because that road trip there is so popular. The kind of 2-week one that goes around, I think it's called the Ring Road. And my wife and I had been planning a Scotland road trip before the pandemic, so would love to get back to Scotland as well. Those were the two that were kind of on the list right now. But if you have any other like good road trips, you know, outside of the United States, please let me know. I'm always interested in seeing, and I haven't done a ton of research myself with that. My next road trip will be from Columbus to Visalia, wow. California. That's an interesting spot to end at, but it is close to the national park, so that's awesome. I don't even know what route that takes. Maybe it takes the loneliest road, or Part maybe you 80, go down to the 10 or something.
US 80 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I used to drive Chicago to LA or Chicago to New Jersey.
Oh man, Kirby said if you had to lose one, tacos, donuts, or ice cream, which one do you give up? Oh, you guys should answer this one in the question. Which ones do you give up as well? I'm definitely not giving up tacos or donuts, so I'll give up ice cream. What about you?
I'll go tacos.
You give up tacos?
I got plenty of other stuff I like.
Over you keep
I didn't
donuts
say burritos.
Donuts and
burritos.
Ice cream over tacos.
I didn't say burritos. I said tacos.
I think we're going to kick him out of California. If he's getting rid of tacos, I don't think you're allowed to be here anymore. On this road trip, we just did Pacific Coast Highway, which is only Highway 1, and it starts in Dana Point and it ends in Leggett. People kind of try to lump the whole thing together and say Pacific Coast Highway is Mexico to Canada, but unfortunately it isn't. I have actually done that entire route before in the past, but I didn't make a video on it, and I'd love to do the Oregon coast and up to Seattle again. Just such a unique area, so much different, that the coast changes so much as you go north, you know, with just massive rocks, and it's colder, and it's just got this kind of stark beauty up there. So I'd love to do more stuff up there as well. When will Amy and the twins join more adventures outside of California? Yeah, they did the Tucson video with me. I've been planning some things with them as well. The problem, honestly, is just the fact that flights are so expensive right now, and we have to book 4 tickets. So, I mean, it starts to add up pretty quickly when you bring them outside of the United States, outside of California. So hopefully it'll get a little bit cheaper, or maybe we'll do some road trips that go a little bit further out. Oh, look at this pro tip. Memphis sells an end of day bag for $1.50. Man, from Gibson Donuts.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I would have taken that back to the hotel with me and been probably regretting the decision. Whenever we, your followers, spot you in public, would it be low-key greeting or screaming point? Oh my gosh, you could do whatever you want. I mean, like, I can't even believe this. Like, I can't even believe that this is my job and that I actually get to do this for a living. And so it's like when people come up and they've seen the videos and they're like exploring a place maybe because they saw, I mean, it's like, how do you ever beat that? Like, it's just an incredible blessing that the videos have touched people in a way that they actually even want to come say hi to me. So or to Pops. Pops has been recognized before as well. He's a 6'7" dude. He sticks out like a sore thumb when he goes into the crowd. So yeah, I mean, thank you guys just for watching these videos and let us continue to do it because it means so much.
Happens quite a lot. Josh gets picked out quite a lot, and he's always very gracious.
Let's see, thank you for the super chat. Shiba Dog shaking his hips saying thank you. I'm guessing that that was up on the screen when you super chatted. I think I'm pretty far behind on these now, but thank you for the super chat. I'll have to rewatch it so I can see the dog shaking his hips. Congrats on 200K. Thank you, Rachel. I mean, we can't even believe how fast I was hoping that it was going to happen before the live stream so I could say it was a 200K live stream, and got lucky it actually happened a couple of days ago. So that was super cool. All saying hi from Sweden. Hello, Sweden. Love to go to Sweden.
Love to visit Sweden. Yeah, my gosh.
Let's see. What's your favorite national park? We talked about it. Yosemite is mine. You said Yosemite as well, or are you saying Denali? What are you saying?
Yosemite is right up there. Yeah, for sure.
Valley of Fire and Red Rocks. Yes, I have done both of those. Man, Red Rocks is so beautiful. I would love to. I'm hoping to go back to Vegas again later on this year, but I would never go there in the summer. It's so hot in Vegas. Red Rocks, from a photography point of view, I mean, it's so cool to go to Red Rocks. Have you done Georgia? No, we haven't done anything in Georgia yet. I think there's a national park there, so I'm sure I'll be there at some point in time because got to get to all of them.
It's just supposedly epic. I've never been.
Yeah, we wanted to fly into Atlanta for Blue Ridge, but we ended up flying into Nashville just because it was a lot cheaper for renting a car. We flew into Nashville and dropped it off in DC. So I was looking at Atlanta and Nashville, and Nashville was cheaper. So that's where we flew into. Do you want, oh man, have a soup pie. I did that with Amy and one of my friends probably 10 years ago. It was before it became super popular with Instagram. Man, it's hard to see any place as beautiful as that. I mean, that's like heaven on earth. So I would love to go down there again just to see those waterfalls. It's incredible. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. Purchase your photos. Yeah, I actually do have a link. I'll have to see if it's on this channel or on the other channel, but I have a photo gallery where you can purchase some of my photos if you're interested. If you're interested in a specific area too, you could always be like, hey, put Blue Ridge up there or something, and I can throw some photos up there. But that's linked in the California one, and I'll see if it's linked in my Through My Lens videos. That's a good question for you, Pops. How can you be afraid of caves?
It's easy. It's easy. Number one, I'm a ninny. And number two, I have these stupid irrational fears. And those of you who have irrational fears recognize that they're irrational. And so you can't explain them. You just know you have these irrational fears. But so I totally agree with you.
And also, Pops is too tall.
I'm way too tall.
Maybe that was someone giving us a negative comment that I asked for about you. Thank you for the super chat, Lenny. Appreciate it. You know, when we can watch your videos instead of even better than going there in person. I mean, I'm glad that you guys love the videos, and it's so cool that you're excited about watching them, and hopefully it encourages you to go. But I know a lot of people have mobility issues and have things that have kept at home, and they've emailed me just saying, you know, they love to be able to virtually travel with us, and that's an incredible honor to hear that, you know, people are actually able to experience some of these places from their home, you know, that might not be able to go. Let's see. Pops is awesome and a gentle Papa Bear.
Man, that should be my new meme or something.
I'm gonna get you a shirt that says "Gentle Papa Bear" to wear around when you go on a road trip with us.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Jenny, don't give him any ammunition. Come on.
Gentle Papa Bear over here. Any plans to visit Seattle? Yeah, no, I'd love to. I made a video on Seattle. That was one of the videos that did really well on my channel in the very beginning. I haven't been up there in a while, but my sister lives up there, so I do have a lot of plans to go up there, and I want to do the national parks, and I want to do a Olympic Peninsula road trip with us as well. So hopefully more Seattle content in the next year or so. Pops is such a fraidy cat. Yeah, thank you everyone for these comments. Yeah, I said that in the beginning of the video, so I would love to do a a New England fall colors tour. So I just started planning that. I got to see if I can get flights, and with all the craziness right now with the flight costs and stuff. But that's hopefully what we'll be doing at some point in time. That is an awesome idea as well from that book that he wrote.
Wow, that would be interesting.
I love Steinbeck. I explored I've gone to his museum a couple times, and I actually explored a lot of the Cannery Row area after reading the book, trying to kind of see it through his lens a little bit. There's a couple areas in the Cannery Row where you can get some Steinbeck stuff, but not a ton there left anymore.
Hey, Jackie from Australia. Australia is an amazing place.
Thanks for watching from Australia. What's your favorite U.S. highway?
Favorite U.S. highway?
I'd probably say Highway 395 in California. The Eastern Sierra is that's like my happy place because of my hiking and just driving along and seeing all of that. And I mean, I've done that road trip probably 15 times, and every single time I go, I'm excited to go again, see new places to hike and everything. So
I love PCH, but I got to really love and appreciation for the Blue Ridge Parkway because it's so different than what I'm used to being on the West Coast.
Nothing negative about Pops, only positives.
That's right. That's right. Listen to Regal Senior, please.
Post the CA. Okay, I'll put that in the description when the video is done. I'm with all this software up here, I don't even know how to put it in the chat, but I will put it there. Are you still posting on the California Through My... Yeah, I post every single week on that channel. This channel doesn't get every single week because the videos are bigger, but I mean, I'm always exploring California. That's been my job for as long as 10 years or something now. So California content is always going there. If you're interested in California stuff, I've basically done as much as I possibly can. I got my doctorate in marketing. What'd you get your doctorate in?
Special ed.
Oh man, sorry, we are so far behind on these questions.
Indiana Jones, click on that one.
What?
This is true because the father is the cooler one in Indiana Jones, right?
Junior. You're gonna start calling me Junior now?
Yeah.
Any plans for Hawaii? I've actually planned and not planned a couple trips to Hawaii, just because different things that have happened. So yeah, I would love to do that. Road to Hana is high on the list of road trips to do, but I think I might take my wife on that one and leave Pops at home. Plus the national parks there with the lava flow. All right, now it's not flowing into the ocean, but whenever it flows into the ocean again, I have to get there and see that as a photographer. Take that boat tour to see the lava going into the ocean. I mean, it's just that's a huge bucket list one for me. When are you gonna do Slab City? It's been a long time since I did Slab City, but I have done it multiple times. I've been up there, hang out at the library, saw some people play music.
Place, yeah.
Yeah, Pops, you came out with me. We did Salvation Mountain and stuff.
Place, yeah.
Let's see, man, so much good stuff in here. New Zealand, you did a New Zealand trip.
Oh my gosh, one of the most amazing things in New Zealand was the glowworms. Look it up if you've never heard about the glowworms. And I am freaked out by caves, but I went down deep into caves to see the glowworms, and it was amazing.
I don't believe it. I don't think I saw any pictures of that, so I don't think that actually happened.
Unbelievable.
Do you fund all your trips, or are they sponsored? So basically, I do sponsored work sometimes. I don't know if I've actually ever done any sponsored work on Through My Lens, but on my other channel I do. But for me, like, national parks are kind of like a sacred place for me, like that we have as like a culture and everything. So I'm like super against putting any type of like doing any sponsorships on national park videos. And the same with like the road trips. At some point in time, maybe Pops and I will Ford or sponsor us to do a road trip or something, which would be awesome. But no, those like we've all funded them all ourselves, paid for everything ourselves. The ads that run on the YouTube videos are the only way that I generate traffic from. I mean, that I generate income. But I do some sponsored videos sometimes. How many national parks do you have left? So I just got to the halfway park, the halfway point. I only am considering a visit to a national park if I make a video on it. So there's 5 or 6 of them that I have visited, but that were before I was making videos. And I want to have a video on every single national park just to show people all of the beauty of like every single one, not just like Yosemite and Yellowstone. So I just got to 32 when I post the Shenandoah one. So I'm halfway. And there's some really, really hard ones that I have. Yeah. Some of the Alaska ones I researched, it's like, 6 days in the backcountry and all that. So yeah, we'll see. It might take me a while, but I hope to get to all of them. Thank you, Walter, for the super chat.
Walter's a dear friend.
Kids Fund or Doge for you.
$25 for Doge. I never got my money you sent,
You're going to take it from the Kids College Fund? That's the two options?
Yes, I will. I'll invest it in Doge and double it for them.
You guys don't talk about negative. He's picking cryptocurrency over the Kids College Fund.
You're awesome, Walter.
Tuned in a little late. Are you full-time YouTube? No, I'm full-time. I started the blog California Through My Lens about a decade ago. I've been full-time doing blogging for probably 6 or 7 years now, and then I moved into YouTube, and now YouTube takes up a ton of my time. But yeah, I've been full-time for a long time through either blogging or then through the video content. What's the best burger you've ever had? I don't know. I can't spring this one on me. I don't know. I mean, Yak's, I don't know if Yak's is like the best burger I've ever had, but it's like so many fun options, and I'm like a huge options person. I like to have as many different options as possible with dipping sauces and things that go on the burgers. So I always love a good burger at Yak's, but I don't know if it's the best one I've ever had.
I think the one that I'm never disappointed with is In-N-Out in California. Never disappointed. But I think the biggest surprise was when we did Loneliest Road, and we got that monster burger, and we just thought, this looks ridiculous. We'll get it. And we both bit this thing, and we were like, oh my gosh, this is actually really, really good. So that was a surprise.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be gimmicky, but it was like a really good burger. Yeah. Would you ever hike the PCT? No, that's not for me. I would love to do the JMT, and I have plans maybe in 3 to 4 years, some tentative plans with some friends to maybe do it, but that's as far as I would go. A couple weeks in the backcountry is good enough for me. I couldn't do the 6 or 8 months. I think I would lose my mind by myself. I'm too much of an extrovert people person for that, I think. Would you ever do the PCT, Pops? 2,000 miles from Mexico to Canada?
If I was a younger man, maybe I could do it in a box.
Yeah. Somebody carry you.
Yeah.
Do you have a map of your travels? Oh man, that's a good idea. No, we don't have any real maps. No, but I would love to do that. That'd be cool. Let's see. What other YouTube channels do you enjoy? I actually did a post on this a while ago. I have to remember what. I mean, I love watching things that are even outside of the travel space. I love Daily Dose of Internet. That's probably me and my wife's favorite channel. Like, they're just fun, random videos of animals and stuff. Yeah, I'll update this post with some of my favorite channels because I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I do subscribe to a lot of channels, and there's a lot of good ones out there. Do you have any channels that you like?
Mostly I just like watch crypto stuff, and my favorite crypto person is called Crypto Casey. She's really, really good.
Pops is into crypto videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what my setting is. Somebody said that last time. I gotta figure that out for the next one, but it mirrors it, which is nice because I'm actually on this side, but it does make all of the things backwards. Oh, so many good. Did you swing through Nashville when you visited the Bourbon Trail? Yes, I have a video on Nashville that I made a while ago with my wife on like 20 things to do in the city. It's old video, but we love Nashville. I've been to Nashville tons of times now too, over the years because we fly into Tennessee a lot. So Nashville is great. Memphis is great. I would like to try Chattanooga too. Why not? I mean, it's like Tennessee just has a lot of really amazing stuff. So hopefully we'll do more. We did an Ireland-Scotland driving trip. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Ireland and Scotland.
I've been both, and they're both beautiful.
Best meal in Tucson. I have a video on my favorite food in Tucson. I was blown away by the food in that city. If you guys are looking for like a good food place, especially if you like Mexican food, Tucson is where it's at. The barrio bread, waiting there in the morning with all the locals and just chatting as you're waiting for that incredible bread to be made. That's a great spot. El Charro Cafe that has that meat that dries in the the desert sun for 24 hours, and there's just so much fun stuff to eat in Tucson. Did you have a favorite meal in Tucson?
No.
Any trips planned to South America? Not at the moment.
I got to go to Buenos Aires, and then one of the highlights for me is I went to Mendoza. I'm a Malbec fan, and I couldn't believe I got to go to Mendoza. It was so crazy, though. It was so cloudy, couldn't even see the Andes. But I'd love to drive like Chile and the southern tip. I was just looking at that the other day online. The southern tip. I'd love to get down there.
Video from California to Washington. I would love to do that, especially after doing PCH, man. I would love to do PCH again. I just did it like a month ago. So yes, that is definitely an awesome one. Driving Route 66 in 2 weeks. Anything that you missed that you wish you would have done? You guys don't understand that Route 66 trip. Like literally, like we stopped at every single thing, like every broken down sign.
The thing, seriously though, the thing that you might want to do, and I know there's a million of them, but scroll through the comments, because one of the things that's really helpful is people say, you were here, you should have seen this. You were here, you should have seen this. So it would take a long time, but maybe scroll through some of those comments. You'll get some ideas of things that we missed.
Been addicted to your channel lately. Been great for the family. I said we had COVID. Oh man. Well, sorry about COVID. I finally got COVID I thought I got away with it for 3 years or whatever, but I finally got it a couple weeks ago while I was just at home. And so me and my family all got COVID, and it was rough for a couple of days, for sure. So hopefully you feel better. Thanks for watching the videos. From Australia, we love watching your videos. I was looking at some road trips in Australia actually a couple weeks ago. There was an incredible one. I can't remember what it was called. That went along those rocks that jut out of the water. It's like I'm just gonna butcher it, so I'm not even gonna try. It's the 7 somethings. Someone will put it in the comments, but that looked like the 7 apostles maybe, and something like that.
One of the coolest things, I was in Melbourne, and we went to the hazelnut fields outside of Melbourne, and that was just incredible too. Beautiful, beautiful place, Australia.
Hello, Magellan and Greyhound. That's a good YouTube channel to check out. Whoever was saying that, they make some good content, so check them out. Did you do Knoxville? I actually made a video on Knoxville probably like 4 years ago, and then I just forgot about it, and it was just in my drafts. It's like still in my drafts, but I never posted it because it's like I don't even know whether any of it's relevant anymore since it was so long ago. But I do like Nashville. There's some good food there. The thing from the World's Fair, the big gold thing, is interesting. There's some cool museums, so I think you'll probably like it if you go to Nashville. Man, everybody's just reading my mind on this. Train trips is huge on my list of things to do, mostly because I want to see if 6-7 pops can fit in a train car for 3 days.
I did a train car trip from Kyiv to with all the stuff going on in Ukraine, from Kyiv to Lviv one time overnight, and it was not pleasant.
That was a long time ago. I did an overnight train in India, and it was actually not too bad. So I think I probably fit a little bit better than Pops does probably. Top 3 hikes in California. Oh my gosh. I have no idea. Mount Whitney is a great hike. It's just cool to be able to say you went to the high point of the lower 48. Basically anything in Yosemite. The Mist Trail in Yosemite is iconic. And then Tahoe, the Rubicon Trail is amazing as well. So that's a great one to do. Does Amy feel bad on missing out with trips with you? Amy is like, she's so excited about being stay-at-home mom. That's what she says that she was born to do. She loves being with the kids.
She's amazing.
She's amazing with the kids for sure. So I think that she is excited about them, getting a little bit older and the price of planes and stuff going down, so we can do some more family travel trips. And we have family travel videos we've been making on the California site, but not outside. So I think she's excited about being able to travel, but she loves being a mom too. And so that's awesome as well. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh my gosh, there's so many comments. We're gonna be here all night, Pops.
Cabot Trail in Nova Scotia, that's on my bucket list.
What are you pointing at?
You have the arrow on it. Travel Trail, and I don't know about the Cabot Trail. We'd have to check that out, but I've always wanted to go to Nova Scotia. I think that'd be incredible.
Bandelier is awesome. I have a video on that on my channel. the little hike up to the alcove house, I think it's called. That so cool with those ladders. My wife did that with me because Pops would for sure have climbed those ladders to get up there. Crater Lake next week. Oh man, Crater Lake has been one that I've been trying to get to for a while. I stopped there for like an hour once, and that was it. So hopefully I can get back there and do a video, but I don't got anything. Have you been to Crater Lake?
I don't remember being to Crater Lake. But...
No. Pop's got nothing for you either.
Yeah.
Hello from Brazil. That is awesome.
It was so sad. One of the sad things in my life, I was all set to go and spend like a month in Brazil through some teaching deal, whatever. and I broke my foot and I couldn't go. I was so disappointed, but I would love to see Brazil. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, just finished a 12 park trip from Phoenix over to DC and back. Wow. That's, you have to let us know which one was your favorite as well. That's a lot of parks, and that's incredible. Super chat from Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. Coffee and donuts on me. Heck yes. At least you didn't say kids college fund, because Pops wouldn't let it go there. Coffee and donuts. There's another. Can't be anything negative about Pops.
Michelle. Thank you.
Another super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Keep doing what you're doing. Tell us more about your favorite camera equipment. Heck yes. So yeah, I have a video on my channel about all of my camera equipment. If you're interested, it's on. I think it's on the California one as well. But I've been shooting with the Sony A7 IV right now, and I mostly use a 16 to 35 lens, just because it's easy to kind of do the run and gun style shooting that I do. And I have an Insta360 1X2 for a 360 camera. I love to do more with that, but honestly, the editing process is difficult. It just takes a lot longer, and I have like 19 videos behind right now. So adding 360 would be awesome, but at the moment, I haven't done a ton of it, but hopefully more in the future. But yeah, if you want to see more about my camera gear, there's definitely a video on that. I don't know. Bob's can't handle anything that has the name Cave in it. If it's like a restaurant that says Cave, he probably wouldn't go in.
Josh
Good night.
Has been to Bahamas. He loves the Bahamas.
From the Bahamas. Hello. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. If you see this, thank you. Because of you, we visited Oregon and San Francisco. That's awesome.
It's so awesome.
San Francisco has its problems for sure right now, but I love that city. There's so many there's so much good food, so many interesting adventures you can have. The urban hike at Land's End. I could go on and on about San Francisco. Me and Pops just went to Alcatraz, so that's pretty cool as well. Let's see.
Go Mike G.
Hi from Australia. My wife and I are driving from New York to Florida. Oh man, 10-week drive. Wow,
that'd be amazing.
That's a good way to see the country for sure. And it sounds like you got a lot of really great spots. So I hope you have fun on that trip.
Hey, and Mike G, this is part of what it's all about. Josh wants people to encourage them to live their lives, but we recognize there's a lot of people who life's hit them hard and they can't get out, and so he tries to kind of help you to get out a little bit about that. So appreciate that comment,
Mike. Revisit the rim to rim trip. Oh man, you guys are gonna make me get on the Peloton bike again or something. Actually, I wanted to do rim to rim the first time with actually staying down at the ranch down there. So I would love to do rim to rim again in a 2-day, so I could stay down there. I could appreciate it a little bit more. But doing it again in a 1-day, I think I checked that one off. I don't think I need to do that again. This is what I tell Pops all of the time. The Carlsbad Caverns, that was like a top 5 national park for me. It was amazing. He took the elevator down, but he didn't go far enough away from the elevator to like see the big room to get blown away by it. So maybe next time he comes out there, he'll do it. Great Lakes video. The Magellan and Greyhound people who I just said had a good channel, they actually have a video they're putting out soon where they visit all the Great Lakes, so that could be pretty cool to check out. But I've actually been wanting to do a road trip around Lake Michigan, which is around 1,000, I think it's 1,000 miles. So maybe that'll be one we'll do in the future over like a week or two. Yeah, North Cascades is high on the list. All the stuff, and I'd love to do Rainier. I love to hike it. I don't know if I'll do that anytime soon, but we did Shasta, and Rainier is like a good step up from that. But at least it's some of the things you learn on Shasta you can use on Rainier. And then in Glacier, my wife and I went there, and it was incredible. And then we got clouds just like socked us in. So I would love to go there again and be able to see some of the views. Have you been to Glacier National Park?
I don't think I've been to Glacier, but Rainier is amazing too. I really enjoyed time in Rainier.
Since you do so much traveling and hiking, have you thought about getting an RV? I've thought about it because I have a couple good friends of mine who are full-time RVers. They have been for a couple years. They just travel around in RVs, and they definitely make it look like it's a lot of fun. But I haven't loved RV travel myself, so I don't know if I'll do it. But as you know, plane flights and stuff get more expensive, and I have 4 of them to buy now, RVs are starting to look a lot better. What's the best aquarium you've been to? For sure, the one in Monterey. That aquarium is amazing. Like I'm sure there's better aquariums maybe in the world, but it's always in the top 5 in the world for sure.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that.
You're exploring the California missions. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I did that trip a long time ago, and I'd love to revisit it again. Obviously, some polarizing history there, but it's really interesting to kind of see as you're going up the coast, and you can see all of the different missions and how different and similar they are, and learn more about the history. That was a really cool trip that I did actually before I was making videos. So if you watch the video that I made on that, it's got this like intense EDM music. I always roll my eyes when I watch it back again. So I'd love to do a proper video on that without the crazy music. Maybe in the future. No. Are you a better basketball player too?
I am not.
All right, let's see. And there's so many good comments. All right, apparently we need to do like a live stream every like couple months so that we can. Pops would love to talk about this, so I'll throw this up there. I have not seen the Northern Lights.
I desperately want to see the Northern Lights. I researched North America. The best place is called Yellowknife, way up in Northwest Territory, Canada. You got to go. It's just the sickest thing ever.
Pop says it's hashtag the sickest thing ever.
It is amazing.
You're man.
It's amazing. You drive.
I'm gonna put that. Can I put that on a shirt too? Sickest thing ever.
It's also the place, so you guys know about the Ice Road Truckers. That's kind of where it's filmed in that area.
Thank you, Kim, for the super chat. More coffee and donuts. Heck yes. Thank you. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I'm guessing you're not on here anymore, but thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. What do you think of the TRNP? I don't know what that is. You'll have to break that down for us. North Shore of Michigan. That's North Shore of Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's actually planned on doing that before Blue Ridge, but couldn't get some of the reservations I needed for the national parks there, so we ended up doing Blue Ridge instead of that. But that's definitely high on the list as well.
Yeah.
Have you ever visited Spain? My wife and I spent a whole week in Spain. We hiked the Camino de Santiago for 100 kilometers, enough to be able to get the little certificate of completion. I would love to go back and hike the entire thing. Maybe when the kids are a little bit older, we can do that. But spent time in Madrid, spent time in Barcelona, and Barcelona is probably one of my favorite cities I've been to.
Absolutely one of my favorite cities, yeah.
Do you have a favorite thing that you did in Barcelona?
Well, that incredible cathedral that they're building is amazing. But I just love the city. Food's great.
You missed Heart Lake? Oh, I haven't missed Heart Lake. I've been there a couple times. That place is, oh man, it's so cool. I haven't had a chance to like look through some of my pictures for a while from there. I need to bring that back up again. But yeah, and I love that hike in the Shasta area. Look, Pops is your favorite favorite fan.
What's up, my buddy? Good to see you.
What's the worst hotel you've been to? I've been on to a lot. Do you have anything that comes to mind as the worst hotel?
Worst hotel I've ever been to was Motel 6 in Ventura. That place was between drugs and prostitutes.
It was a pretty rough one.
It was a rough one. Yeah.
I think there's 2 multiple Motel 6s though, and I think one of them is actually pretty good, and the other one might not be as good.
I don't know which one, but
one of the Motel 6s for Pops. I have too many. I can't even get it. When I don't travel with Pops or my wife, I pick the cheapest hotel I can possibly find. And sometimes I have to sleep in all of my clothes because I'm a little worried about it, but you know, we survive. So Let's see. Have you been to all the states? I haven't actually taken the time to look at this. I probably have, maybe not like maybe not North Dakota or something. Have you been to all the states?
I don't think I've been to the Dakotas. Is probably the only ones I haven't been to.
Got to get to the Dakotas now.
Absolutely.
What do you think of Flagstaff? Love Flagstaff.
Flagstaff's cool.
Yeah, it's nice to be in Arizona and to be so much higher up in elevation, so you don't get that heat as much. And I hiked Mount Humphreys there, which is the tallest mountain in Arizona, which was awesome too. So yeah, love Flagstaff. Plus Pops loved that. What's that bar on Route 66 at Flagstaff? The one with the animals.
The
taxidermy
one.
animals.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Museum.
Actually,
I think it's called the Museum Club.
I think it is. Actually, if I had to list 5 places I would move to from California, Flagstaff would be on that list.
Interesting. Oh look, Violet gave a super chat. She didn't say it was for coffee and donuts though.
Violet,
you can buy Doge with it.
Thank you.
Oh no, she did say it was for coffee and donuts after that. All right, thanks for clarifying.
Next time, put a contract with that says that the money gets for me to get a donut too. So,
hello from the Bahamas, more Bahamas. Heck yes. I've been to Spanish Wells, and then I think it's Eleuthera. Just briefly. That place, man, Bahamas are incredible. So yes, I would love to go there again. And I can't even imagine. You could probably spend months exploring all of those different islands. So yes, I would love to. Let me know if you have any top tips for the Bahamas for us. Have you done the Redwood Highway on 101? I mean, we drove 101 through the Redwoods, so I didn't even know that part was specifically old.
I hadn't heard that name, no.
Yeah, but yeah, that's such a beautiful area. Avenue of the Giants. Oh my gosh. Have you been to Albuquerque? I flew into Albuquerque, did a couple Breaking Bad things there because I loved the Breaking Bad TV show. But then we drove up to Santa Fe and spent a lot of time in Santa Fe. So Albuquerque's on the list to go back to, but I haven't done much there.
Albuquerque's cool.
What have you done in Albuquerque? Anything?
I don't remember specifically, but I just remember I really enjoyed the city.
Oh, there's the best hamburgers right there. There you go. QP hamburgers in Ohio. All right, add that to the list. If anybody's in Lima, Ohio, check that out. Where are you from? We live in Southern California, about 45 minutes east of LA. Pops, where was the first trip you took Josh during his childhood? Oh, that's a good question.
Well, he was just a puppy when we moved from Illinois to California, so it was pretty much almost following Route 66 to come to California when Josh was like 4 or 5 years old.
One of the first hiking trips that we did was my dad. He took us up Mount San Gorgonio with some friends back in the day. So we didn't do a lot of hiking growing up, but for some reason we did that hike, and that's the one I always remember. I have a picture of me and my dad at the top of Mount San Gorgonio.
The most memorable thing is we jumped into this little like lake, and we came out and we had leeches all over us. That was one of the most memorable things of that first hike. Okay.
Getting a little dark. Nice shine. Man, you guys should see the confetti that's on the ground. It's going to be a fun one. All right. So I'm sorry if I don't get to all these questions. There's so many good ones, and it looks like there's 386 people watching this stream. You guys are incredible.
Yeah, you did India.
Where's the India one?
Down a little further.
Technical difficulties. Try a few places in India as well. We, my wife and I did 2 weeks, a week in India, a week in Nepal. India is overwhelming and awesome. There's just so much beauty there. The people were incredible. The food was incredible. There's colors and history like everywhere you go. So I mean, I loved exploring the area. I would love to spend more time there because obviously we saw just the tiniest amount of India that we could see in 1 week, but it was incredible. I would love to do more there. What kind of souvenirs do you take home from your travels? I don't take much home. It has to be something like really exciting for me to take one home. This was something though I got. My dad bought me in Roswell, New Mexico. Was this guy carved out of wood. So he sits on my desk, and then I have a few Route 66 items up here. Pops always buys a shirt anytime we go on a trip.
T-shirt and a sticker.
Where'd you get that one from?
This is Roswell, baby. I'm the Space Cowboy.
Oh yeah, the Space Cowboy shirt. How tall is Josh?
He's a mere 6'2", just a little guy.
Nah, 6'3". Don't take my
that
one.
You know. Wow, you've grown.
Yeah. Oh man, Peru, Machu Picchu was always something I wanted to get to. I haven't got there yet. Hopefully, I mean, you guys can hear every single thing you guys tell me to go to. I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to do that with work schedule, twins. You know, try to get to as much as you can though. All right, let's see.
What's up, Pro Wrestling is Art?
It's very refreshing to see dad and son traveling together. Oh, that's awesome. We do enjoy traveling together for sure. Pro Wrestling is Art. Always good commenting. Thanks for commenting. Yeah, I mean, I've looked at not doing a sleeper car, and I don't think I could do it either. It's like 3 to 5 days of sitting in a chair, but they're expensive too. Those sleeper cars are.
Yeah, you did.
Have you hiked Dome? Hiked Dome? Have you hiked Half Dome? Here, pull up a chair. No, you can sit right here. Pops will bring it over.
Okay.
Yeah, I have done Half Dome. Yeah. So I would like to do it again and make a video. It terrified me. Amy was like one of the only reasons why I made it up Half Dome was because she pushed me to go up at the very end.
Yeah, you
and this
made
is
me go all the way up there.
This is Amy, by the way. You might have seen her in a lot of the earlier videos, and then she took a pause while she's helping to raise the. Well, she's single-handedly raising the
That's
twins.
right. Helping.
I don't know about
Somebody
that.
asked when you were going to come back, and we were talking about how much you love traveling, but you love being a stay-at-home mom too, and so
Yeah.
like those that you're excited to be able to travel again, but you also love being with the kids. Is that true? Did I put the words in your mouth?
Most days it's true.
Most depends on the day.
It's awesome. I miss so much traveling. But I kind of miss how me and Josh traveled together before kids, which is not going to be how it is now. And I really look forward to traveling together as a family when they're not so difficult. And I kind of think through fun things that we can do while we're traveling as a family when they're a little bit older. And I look forward to getting to do that. But right now, I like raising my little crew.
Julio, thank you for the super chat. Ultimate goal for your channel. I mean, for me, like, I just get excited about people watching the videos. So anytime anybody's watching the videos, I'm excited about it.
I was going to say, it looks like Julio has twins too.
Oh
Look
man,
at that.
Julio, twins crew. But yeah, I mean, I want to visit all the national parks. That's really high on my list. And then the road trips that my dad and I are doing, those are kind of like the two focuses. We're gonna get through some of these so that we can see if anybody has any comments for Amy.
No,
Super
no
chat.
one needs to ask me any questions.
I love your channel so much.
Wants to
Thank
talk.
you for the super chat. I always watch the videos before my trips. Your Alaska video is the best. I hope you can do the Alaska the way that we did. It's such a cool area to explore, and it's definitely one you want to do. Plus, in July, you know, if you take Pops, you can make them do like 17-hour days because the sun doesn't go down.
That was a weird thing.
It is so weird. It's like people getting coffee at the drive-through coffee place at like midnight. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like
It's
that.
so strange.
And we asked the local about that, and they said, well, you know, when the whole rest, like half of the year is in the dark, you know, all day. So when it's in the light all day, you got to make the most of it. And it's like, that makes sense.
The craziest thing with that was the growing season, that the growing season was the same, even though it's shorter because there's longer sunny days. That blew my mind when they told us
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see if any comments about, I love how Amy said in the video, you take time to let the twins explore as you hike and travel. Do you have any comments about the speed of the videos now, the speed of the travels now the twins are here?
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest adjustments for us is, you know, me and Josh would do the 17-hour days together and everything was super fast paced. And now everything is super slow and enjoyable to watch them experience life. But that makes it hard to create content at a good pace. But it's great to just let them explore the tiniest things and be able to go on a hike that you would just walk past something and they are just like fascinated by it. Like that's super fun. That makes it enjoyable to slow down the pace that we normally are used to going at.
All right, I'm not putting these questions on the screen because I'm holding all these other ones for people and then I'm looking at the new ones. So Amy, would you like to visit Alaska?
I would love to, actually. Just because I love being a mom right now does not mean I want to visit everywhere. I would just love to go to Alaska.
Yeah.
But Amy and I were even talking about that, like, because I'm doing the national parks and we have a lot more stuff that we want to do in Alaska. We were even saying that, you know, next year, depending on where we're at, maybe we get an Airbnb for like a month in Anchorage. We bring the whole family up, you know, and we can kind of experience Alaska together and experience some of the national parks, you know, and something like that. So that's kind of how travel changes. Like where we're at is that, you know, we have to plan longer periods of time to be in a place and, you know, it's a little bit more structured and like doing different things like that.
Yeah. Sure.
Amy, do any of your clients know that you're on YouTube? That you're a YouTube celebrity?
Some of them do. I would say that most people don't understand what we do or what Josh does. They just know like we travel a lot and then usually they're like, hey, I was looking up something and I saw your video, like, whoa. And it's like, yep, that's what I talk about. But, you know, when you're a hairstylist, you're mostly listening to what other people are doing in their lives, which is the fun part of my job, too.
All right, Amy, now's your time to shine. What are the tips for traveling with toddlers?
Gosh, I really feel like I wish I felt more qualified for this question. I would say the things that I have learned the biggest is underestimate what they can do in the day. We can't hold their normal schedule. They're going to want to nap or way earlier than what they normally nap. And they get way more overstimulated just being in the car that long, and then maybe going to even a new restaurant, and then you try to add a hike or something in there. Like, I try to just avoid meltdowns and chaos all the time. Snacks, plan as many snacks as you normally would, and then triple it.
All the snacks all the time.
Yeah.
Plus apples are a huge win. One of our son just loves
apples.
to, like, he'll eat an apple for like 45 minutes. So try that one out too.
Yeah. I probably could spend a whole YouTube on that.
Amy said, someone said you're doing a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you.
Amen to that.
Thank you.
And the days are long, but the years are short. Ain't that the truth?
I really feel like that. They're about to turn 2, and I'm having all the emotions of where did the time go?
Super chat from Anthony. Thank you. Come visit Temecula. I'll show you some of the best pizza and wine in the area. That sounds like a good time. We haven't been to Temecula in a while, but that would be a fun trip with the family too.
Yeah.
Temecula has really become a destination.
This Greg said that he's also pro snack. So I am pro snack as well.
If actually you don't know much about Josh and actually traveling with him, is he never plans food unless it's like a very exciting spot. So I've learned through starvation to always make sure that I provide snacks for myself and him. And so now it's just easier. You just know you got to triple the snacks for everybody in the car.
Pops would agree. We skip lunch a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Plus, like, what's the point of eating if it's not something fun, right?
What was the trip I almost died on?
Oh man. Everyone?
Recently.
Yeah, recently.
Oh man, what do we got? Let's see. I'm from Mexico. Thanks for all the fantastic videos. Thank you for watching the videos from Mexico. Love to do some stuff down there as well. Super chat. Spent 2 weeks in California last month. Reviewed all your videos. Oh, awesome. I hope you had fun in California. I hope you got to do a bunch of good stuff. And Stormtrooper. It's like a Lego Stormtrooper. It's even cooler. Let's see. I'm saving for a trip to the United States. What are the 5 things to visit if you... I don't know. All right. What's the first thing that comes to mind in visiting the United States? The first thing that comes to mind that you should visit?
Immediately is Yosemite.
Yosemite. All right. What's the first thing that comes to mind in the United States?
Oh, a place?
Yeah.
If you already said I would just say New York in general.
Like Manhattan. You like Manhattan.
Love New York.
I would say the California coast. I'm partial. I've been doing so much in California. I love the California coast.
If you're talking cities, Chicago.
Get some deep dish pizza while you're there. Gino's, right, Pops?
Gino's is amazing.
Does Pops have an OnlyFans?
I have no idea what that is.
No, he does not. Are you going to make any merch? I'm testing out making hats because I wear hats all the time. I got one the other day that was too small. I have a big head, so does Pops. So we gotta go back to the drawing board on that way. But hopefully we'll have hats at some point in time. How long does it take you to plan a trip? It takes a long time for these road trip ones because it's all about trying to experience as much as you can, especially something like the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's like you're talking about 460 miles of driving and of stuff, and you're doing it in 4 or 5 days. It's like you really have to make sure you plan your time well. As Pops would know from our trips, it's like sometimes we don't get to spend as much time at a place as we would want to just because of the fact that we're going so fast and we're trying to experience so much. I always live my life as like, I don't know whether I'll ever be back somewhere again. So it's like, I don't know if I'll ever be. I hope I'm back to the Blue Ridge at some point in time. But if I'm never back there again, did I make the most of the time that I had there? And for me, that's often these more crazy, busy trips. But it's like I'm collecting those experiences for myself in case I don't come back.
And something that you maybe don't come through, Josh does such a good job of putting the videos together. You could feel like we're being leisurely. We're spending a minute here, but it's like fast. And that's a tribute to how well Josh plans to hit all these different things that he wants to share with y'all.
Somebody asked who the young lady is. That's Amy. That's my wife.
Married 12 years in October.
Right.
What other hobbies do you guys have? What hobbies do you have, Pops? You like to paint?
I make wine, and I've been doing oil painting.
Oil paint. What hobbies do you have, Amy?
You're
a mom.
That is my hobby at the moment. I really like to do, I like to make sourdough. I love making food from scratch, macrame, kind of crafty, homey stuff.
Her bread is amazing.
Sourdough bread. And I mean, this is my hobby. Like, this is what I was doing this as a hobby, and then I turned it into a job. So photography and video is my hobby for sure. Oh, TRNP was Teddy Roosevelt National Park.
Oh.
Yeah,
man.
that's
You'll
on the
never
list.
forget that now.
Yeah, I know. It's in the Dakotas. I'm planning a trip. I'd like to do Badlands, Teddy Roosevelt. I'd like to see Mount Rushmore. So maybe do a big trip doing all that. Ever been to Portugal? I have not. Would love to go.
I haven't.
No.
Darth
Pops?
Vader. I like all these icons.
Yeah, all the icons. Have you ever been to Area 51? You guys would. Here's a good story for you. Pops isn't actually a human. And I picked him up one time. He was like hitchhiking outside of Area 51. But in order to give him a good backstory so the government didn't, come after us, I said he was my dad, but he's actually an alien.
Yeah. It's like Men in Black. I'm wearing a human suit.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh, Pops, this is like your favorite question of all time.
Oh, man.
What's your top 3 favorite Western movies?
And where does The Searchers rank? I hate to tell you that it doesn't rank. But I love Open Range is like one of the best ones ever that I've seen. Almost anything with John Wayne in it, but maybe my absolute favorite is Big Country. Oh my gosh! And there's the theme song for Big Country.
You guys asked for it. This I'm rolling my eyes.
I'll leave it at this. But the theme song that goes with Big Country, there's this part that goes da 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 da. And whenever I see some incredibly beautiful thing with Josh, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. And actually, on our last trip, I was just sitting there looking at this sunset. And I was just playing that over and over.
Yeah, not only does
it
come to his mind, but we have to listen to the YouTube video of that song
over and over.
Whenever we see something beautiful.
Look up Big Country theme song, and you will totally get it, especially the way the movie starts.
All right, Amy, you got 2 more questions for you, I think.
Okay.
How often did we go on trips before we had children?
Oh my gosh. So I was working full time as a hairstylist, but I would say that at least once to twice a month. I would say it'd be like one longer trip and maybe a short trip. We were nonstop. It was great and exhausting.
Amy, is there a town that Josh doesn't get a donut or ice cream in?
No.
That was an easy one.
It's usually we don't eat all day, and then you have this insanely huge dinner, and then it's followed immediately by ice cream, and then breakfast is a donut, which is not enough for 17 hours of no eating.
You get that sugar rush. It keeps you going.
But yeah, there's some trips we've eaten ice cream like 3 times in a day just to hit those spots.
Yeah, you got to experience the culture.
Suffering-
sometimes the culture is
suffering
best
for a
experienced
cause.
through ice cream, man.
All right.
Amy, how are the babies? That's the last question that you got for you. How are they?
They're great. They are experiencing very large emotions right now, ×2, but also learning so much speech, and they understand so much. It shocks me every single day. So the big emotions are kind of leveled out by all the fun things that they're learning and experiencing too.
We have 400 people watching our live stream right now.
That's so fun.
That is incredible.
That's so fun.
I
Thank you.
just heard Jack say, "Whoa!"
Jack's excited too.
That's great.
All right, let's see. Let's get some more of these questions in. We've done the 6-pack of peaks. Oh man, the 6-pack of peaks was created by Jeff, who is a dear friend of mine. We started blogging together. I mean, he was actually blogging before me, so I started blogging after him.
With him too.
But yeah, we've done tons of hikes together. Me, Amy, and Jeff, and another blogger all hiked Mount Shasta together. So the 6-pack of peaks are amazing. Great way to train in Southern California. Definitely incredibly tough hikes. I used them to train for rim to rim. So if you're doing something like rim to rim or one of those, that's a great way to train. Plus, Jeff is awesome, and Amy likes hanging out with him too.
I do like Jeff. We summited and hit the peak of Mount Shasta together. It was great.
All right, commenting on Jeff though, Mount Wilson is by far the worst hike in LA. And that's on the 6-pack of peaks. I'll do I'll do Gorgonio, I'll do San Bernardino, Cucamonga, I'll do all of those again without even thinking. I'll never do Mount Wilson again, ever. And you want to talk about scary moments on the trail? The one time I did Mount Wilson, I'm hiking up there. I wasn't in shape to do it. It's a horribly tough hike already. And then we get up there and there's this single track that takes you up to the summit. So I'm like within probably a quarter mile of the summit, or it's like a 2 mile hike on a road. And apparently, like, we got stopped by the police when we're trying to go up the single track because someone had actually killed their hiking companion on the trail and was loose. So like they had killed someone and was out in the wilderness. And so I'm like, I'm literally at the top of this mountain, and then I have to hike down in like the remote wilderness area where someone had been killed on the trail that day and they hadn't found them yet. So talk about scary moments on the trail. That was a little bit weird.
I would have to say Mount Wilson is hands down one of the hikes that I've heard Josh complain about consistently since he's done it. I have never even probably ever had the chance to do it because I've just heard so much about that.
Plus, a huge pet peeve of mine is anytime you can drive to the top of the summit and then there's like a crazy hike to get there. So like the Mount Wilson hike's like 16 miles or something like that, right? But you can drive to the summit. So like I did like 8 miles of like really tough hiking to get up there. And I get out and there's like this family and they're just chilling there eating ice cream from the ice cream shack. And I'm like, I had to work so hard to get up here, to get this ice cream. But
you have some issues to work
I
out.
do. So just don't talk to me about Mount Wilson and everything's good.
Should have done some research on that one.
Yeah, I know. I should have done more. Hi, Amy. I'm a mom of twins and a grandma of twins.
Wow. That's so cool.
That is really cool.
I love being in the twin club.
Get an RV, you will love it. People are trying to convince us to get an RV, Amy. I said I'm like on the fence. I might be able to be swayed.
Yeah, I have moments. The Wanderpreneurs and Hall and the Family, our friends.
Our friends who do it.
They make it look really fun, but maybe we'll get there.
Introduced to your channel a month ago. Any plans to travel in the Northeast? That's in the very beginning. I was talking about next trips. I'm hoping to do fall colors trip in the Northeast this year. It's still in like super early stages, but would love to do that. What I like most about the way you and your dad is the way you and your dad get along so well. Good role model for a lot of people. I mean, I never thought that. Like, I mean, obviously you only know the family that you grow up in. So, I mean, it's like you don't have these experiences. And I never realized until I posted the videos, the Route 66 video, that like so many people aren't, blessed to have an experience where they have a father or they like their father, and so that's something that I definitely took for granted when I was younger. But through these videos, I've actually learned to not take for granted as much because so many people aren't able to have that experience. And so it's definitely something that I feel very blessed with now. And I know Pops feels blessed as well to be able to have that experiences. So I hope that with my son, he wants to actually travel with me, and my daughter when I'm older as well, because I would love to be able to do that. I'd love to be able to have a 3-generation
there you go.
road trip,
Wow.
someday. So. Oh man, there's so many. Do you encounter people that watch your videos all the time? I talked about this earlier, but I mean, it's just incredible that anyone would care to come up and talk to me and to say that they watch the videos. And I feel so blessed that people want to do that. And Amy's been recognized before. Pops has been recognized before. Sometimes it's a little weird. Like, Amy got a message one time that said that like they saw her in the airport. And that was a little bit weird because they didn't come up and talk to us. They were just like messaging that they had seen us and stuff. It's better if you just like, say hi or whatever. But yeah, just the fact that anybody cares at all about us and cares at all about saying hi is an incredibly cool thing. Someone liked the Mammoth Lakes video with the toddlers.
Oh, fun.
That was the last one we did. If you haven't seen any of the family videos, they're on the California channel. What else? Oh, so many comments. I'm sorry if I'm missing you guys. I'm trying to get to as many as I can. Do you have any pets? We had a bulldog named Bob Dylan.
He was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he passed away like 3 weeks before the twins were born. So it was incredibly sad, but it was also positive because we basically had one child that left us and more child that came, and having a dog with the twins would have been really hard, but he was definitely our child for the first 10 years of our marriage. And Pops has some dogs too.
Yeah, we have two a white lab, a yellow lab, and a couple of horses. I used to ride horses. I don't ride anymore though, but I still have horses.
Are you still into photography? 100%. I love photography. Wildlife, landscapes, both of those things. I don't like taking pictures of people, so I'm not much of a portraits person, but I mean, I love photography. That was my first love. I mean, even before I started doing videos, it was just doing photography. All right, Amy, we already answered this one.
Mm.
But you can say what are your favorite national parks? What are the 3 or 5 that come to your mind when you think about national parks?
Oh gosh, my brain doesn't work as fast as it used to. Yosemite, for sure. Oh gosh, Joshua Tree. I really love Joshua Tree.
It is interesting.
Yeah, and I would say I'd love to say Yellowstone. I comment on that, but I would really love to experience it again because we did it in the dead of summer, and I think it could be so great, but it was not a great experience. So I'd love to say Yellowstone, but I hope to go back and see that again and add that to my list.
When you start employing people, let me know. I'll let Pops
Steve
know
Tucker,
too.
I'll take your
If
name
I start employing people.
No, I work cheap.
Yeah.
Thanks for the inspiration. Videos rock. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thanks for watching them. What are places you are willing to visit but have not visited yet? Everywhere. I'll go anywhere. I want to experience as much of the world as I possibly can. So there's basically nothing that I wouldn't want to see, if I had the chance. Stumbled across your content a few years ago. Been a fan since. Happy anniversary. 12 years for us. Oh, congratulations on 12 years. And thank you for using the content.
Thank you.
All right, so there's still a ton more questions. We got about like 15 more minutes, so keep leaving questions, and we'll try to get to as many of you as you can. Have you ever done a video on Mount San Jacinto? Yes, I have a video. Amy hiked it with me and my friend Chris from Last Adventurer. That's up on the California channel if you want to see it.
My new best friend, Diane.
Don't get him started again on Big Country. I'm surprised you hadn't pulled up the music already to play for us.
Should I?
No.
Probably get a copyright strike.
Exactly.
Sup, you guys? My mom loves your trips.
Cool.
Tell your mom thanks.
Yeah.
I hope you love them as well. I love your channel. You'll be at 1 million subscribers.
Oh man.
I mean, 200,000 is crazy. I can't even believe that. 50,000 more. I'll be at a 250,000 subscribers. I mean,
Crazy.
that's nuts.
That is crazy.
Have you ever done any backpacking? I definitely have not. I would love to do a lot more backpacking on this in California. I love to do the Lost Coast. That's pretty high on my list, but that's not what you're referring to. But there's just so much beautiful places in California. I mean, you need multiple lifetimes to experience in them. What do you listen to on the road? We listen to audiobooks or a lot of music. Pops is huge into 70s. I like basically anything. I'm not very picky. I played a rap song for Pops that I liked last time, and he told me it was basically painful to listen to. So apparently we don't listen to any of that on the trips. What was that book we listened to? Project Hail Mary.
Oh yeah.
Project Hail Mary. We listened to that on one of our road trips.
The Eagles always end up sometime or other. It seems like we like the Eagles. But
yeah.
Josh always introducing me to stuff that he listens to. He's kind of more of a new music aficionado. But
Yeah, and me and Amy listen to basically nonstop Coco Melon. So hopefully
we haven't done that yet.
Hopefully all you people without children don't even know what that is.
We try to hold off on it for as long as we can,
but man, I can know every words to every Coco Melon
they're just
song.
so much happier in the car.
Would you guys ever move anywhere else? Would you move anywhere else, Pops?
I live in a canyon on 5 acres by 1,000 miles of wilderness in Southern California, so I'm not going anywhere.
You said you would move to Flagstaff, though.
I said if I had to, my top 5.
I mean, I'm pretty stuck in California. I really like California. I maybe even like move to Northern California or something, but I don't think we're really moving anytime soon. I live in the Key West. Your Dry Tortugas trip was one of my favorites. What was your favorite part of the overseas highway? Man, Dry Tortugas was incredible.
It was surprisingly amazing.
A long boat ride. Lots of people got seasick on that boat. At least when you and Pops aren't seasick. But once you got over there, I'd love to camp one night and just experience that. Yeah. Overseas highway. I think all 3 of us, because Amy's done it. She didn't do it in that video, but she did it before with me. Feeding the tarpon.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's the best part of the.
It's so touristy, but like it's just such a kick to do it.
Yeah, and the 7 Mile Bridge as a photographer, it's just so cool to drive over there and see that tree. I can't remember what the tree's name is. That's
Frank or something.
Frank or the tree or something that's growing in the middle of the bridge. It has its own Facebook page and stuff.
If I had known about Dry Tortugas, though, I would have really advocated that we camp there because I bet the stars would have been amazing.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pops is married. So
My
what,
wife
30,
is
37
amazing.
years or something?
No, 42.
Oh, man,
42.
you're old.
I know I'm old. And no, actually, it's 43 because this is 2022. But yeah,
43
Kathy
years.
is a big travel fan. She's got to travel a little with Josh.
Yeah, you can see my mom in one of the Yosemite videos. She
Mhm.
ran a shuttle for me at one of the hikes. So
She's with the twins right now, actually.
Yeah, she's watching the twins. Oh, someone was with them?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were just fending for themselves out there. Let's see.
Someone's at
Potty training? I am potty trained. Thanks for asking. Pops, are you?
Well,
Depends on the day.
Mostly.
Not yet.
No, I'm actually really not looking forward to that process. It's so much easier to travel with diapers right now. I can't imagine stopping all the time for them. So we're gonna stretch that out as long as possible, I think.
Thank you for stopping by and for hanging out with us. It's an honor to meet you as well. Have you seen Subpar Parks? Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite Instagram accounts to follow. If you haven't seen that account, definitely follow it. Remember we saw those she paints those pictures and then puts the this place was unimpressive or something.
Hilarious. It's hilarious.
We saw one of those when we were on Blue Ridge and her books. So I think it's a her, but yeah, that is awesome. Incredible work that they do. Wow, that's a big super chat. Thank you so much.
You're
Fun
very
character
generous,
wearing.
Betsy.
I didn't get to see the fireworks, but thank you. That's very nice. And get some more donuts. Pops, do you want to answer that?
You know when you push it,
Or
and
Amy
push
can
it,
answer too.
you're pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's kind of like when the trip is done, I'm like out of it for 2 days just to catch up, because we will hike 45, 50 miles in addition to everything else on these trips. So yeah, it does wear you out, but it's a fun tired.
You get exhausted, Amy?
I would say that it's a different type of exhaustion, but the year before the twins, I was probably the most exhausted I've ever been, but in like a really great fun way. But yeah, it's just nonstop and it's a lot.
Hey, look, Amy, you got one more.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite trip that we've done?
Gosh.
Well, while Amy thinks about that, I get exhausted on the trips too, but I'm the one pushing everyone, so I can't complain about it.
No. I would say our trip to Spain. I heard Josh talk about that. Just hiking the Camino de Santiago and spending a lot of time out there was amazing. And that trip is not on the YouTube, but also the time we've spent in Boston. I loved all the history that was there. So we hope to go back and do that and actually make a video on it.
What do you think the 64th U.S. National Park could be? That is a really good question.
That's an interesting question.
Wow.
I mean, there's so many, like, it's hard because I just think of California because that's where I spend most of my time. There's so many great, like, national monuments and stuff in California that could easily be national parks. I'm trying to think of something that's outside of that. I don't know.
I can't even. I feel like I'm going to be pondering this question.
It's going to come to me as soon as I leave this area. All the state parks and stuff that I visited. I don't know. You got anything, Pops?
Not off the top of my head, but I live in the Chaparral, and something with the Chaparral would be really, really cool because it's so filled with life. That could be something, just in a general sense. But
that's a good question. I'll think about that for next time. What draws you to a destination? I think for me, it's like I literally will go anywhere and experience anything. Like I love culture and history and hiking and museums and anything. Like I feel like I can find like the good in basically like anywhere that I go. So I mean, I love the desert. I love the mountains. I love it all. What draws me specifically to destinations right now is national parks and finding these kind of more unique road trips. There's just so many great road trips in the United States that I haven't done. So, I have a list of these places that we can make, 4 to 5 day road trips videos on. That's kind of, to me, those are the things that are exciting at the moment. Do you guys have any comments on that? What draws you to a destination?
Internationally, for me, one of the things that draws me is being able to meet people from those places. I love interacting with people in different countries.
I would say internationally, speaking, I like to experience different cultures. So whether that's different things in the United States that are different from me being here in California, but especially internationally, just really wanting to experience something that I've never got to experience on my daily life.
What up? Pops looks like Eric on the Young and the Restless.
I'm always looking like everybody.
I want to look up Eric on the Young and the Restless. Yeah, someone that agrees with me on the Mount Wilson hate. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh man, there's so much stuff. Thank you, Rick, for the super chat. Look at that. He's throwing out a first pitch or something. That's awesome. My doctorate is in marketing. Pops, what's your
Special
doctorate?
ed, severe disabilities.
Amy's doctorate is
professional hairdresser.
in the hard knocks. Your doctorate in the hard
That's what we call
knocks.
it, PhD, professional hard knocks.
Oh man, footage of Florida was awesome. We had a lot of fun in Florida. I didn't know what to expect at all on that trip, but we just got to see a lot of cool stuff. National parks were interesting, like Everglades. You kind of have to like peel back an onion on that one, but really loved it. And then all the food in Miami was so good.
One thing on the Everglades, I'll put on my PhD hat since somebody said that. There's a great book called River of Grass. When you go to Everglades, it's easy to go there and not be impressed, but when you understand what's behind it, it's unbelievable.
What place did you not expect to like but end up loving? I'll throw myself under the bus for this one. I was not super excited about the Blue Ridge Parkway because I kind of had this like jaded California of like, we have 10,000 foot peaks and we have massive mountains, and the mountains there were only 5,000 feet or whatever. That could not have been further from the truth. That was an absolutely amazing road trip, probably one of top 5 that me and Pops have ever done. Like, I mean, I would love to go there and do it again. So I think for me, that's what it gets me excited about these places too, is like hearing someone talk about something, not really knowing what to expect, and then going there and just being blown away like I was at Blue Ridge Parkway. Do you guys have any comments on any of those that you liked?
We went to Montana for a travel conference, and then we did a ton of exploring and hiking. And I was just kind of like, Montana. Like, I just didn't really think through it, and I just never thought I would be that excited about it. But when I got there, I like love Montana and like want to move there. That's someplace I could like totally live.
For me, it's easy. When we talked about going to White Sands and Josh was saying, we're going to do a 5-mile hike in the sand, I was like, yeah, I'm down with this. But I ended up loving it. And once again, that sunset that we saw with the reflecting off the sand was like nothing I'd ever seen before. It just blew me away.
We love watching your videos. Pops is wonderful for all his trail hikes, except for heights. The twins and watching you interact with them humanizes the video. Very cool comment. Thank you for that. I know Amy's got to get back to the twins, but you got one more comment, Amy. One more for all of you. If you were to hike your last hike on Earth, what would it be?
Wow, that's good.
Oh my gosh.
I already know, and you can't. I'm going to go last because I don't want you to copy me. So.
How do you think so fast?
It's just like you think about hikes, and it's just like immediately. It's like, all right, well, I'll go.
I have one, but you're probably going to say it too.
All right, go for it.
Mount Kilimanjaro.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, okay. Mount Kilimanjaro.
That would be your last
because
hike?
It looks terrible, but I love like accomplishing something super hard and getting to say like I did something that no one else would do. And Mount Everest is...
Or less people would do.
Less people would do, yeah.
What about you?
It would be something in Yosemite. My last view is Yosemite, and then I close my eyes.
That's what I thought of it more as like a last hike, but like you're doing the hike, and then that's the end of your life. And like for me, like I would do the mist trail. It's like I would experience the waterfalls and the beauty of Yosemite, and I would just be like, I'm okay now. I can go,
Yours is so much deeper than mine.
Well, the thing about it too, Yosemite, you may not even die. You might have already arrived at heaven.
That's true. It could be heaven on earth right there.
You're already there.
It's as close as I could see. So
yeah.
Did you want to say anything? Kilimanjaro was a good one. I thought that was good.
Yeah. No, I have nothing else to say. I got to go put the twins to bed. I can hear him screaming out there with Graham.
Thanks for stopping by and chatting with us.
Thanks, everybody. See you later.
All right, Pops, you got 10 more minutes or something when we finish up some of these questions?
Yeah.
How about exploring Hawaii? Yep, it's on the list. Love to do there.
Hawaii's gorgeous.
Yeah, and the road to Hana. I would love to do the road to Hana. I love to do the national parks there. Have you watched the Alcatraz video? Did you get any cool souvenirs? I didn't get anything at the Rock, and someone in the comments actually said that you used to be able to buy an original brick from Alcatraz prison. I didn't look enough to see that was there, but that would have been I would have probably put that with my with my alien and my other souvenirs if there was a brick from Alcatraz. So no, my dad doesn't love Kenny Rogers. I had to play the gambler for him, and he doesn't hate the gambler.
I don't hate it, but
he definitely doesn't sing it at the top of his lungs like I do when we get the gambler on. Thank you, Rick. Have you ever been? Oh man, no, I haven't. That's on the list. I have some family who live there. I would love to spend some time there. You'll have to give me some barbecue recommendations. Have you been there?
I have not.
Is Amy originally from California? Yes, she is. Anything but the Eagles. Oh man, someone doesn't like the Eagles. We listen to a lot of the Eagles. And then Pops has the best taste in music, so you get both best of both worlds.
I'm on
right?
the same wavelength with you, Michelle. That's awesome.
Congrats on 200K. Thank you. Your videos are fun. Oh, thank you. We appreciate it. We love doing the videos. You plan on doing international trips? Come to Vietnam. Would love to. That would be awesome.
We have family that spend a lot of time there.
Have you ever done Lost Coast? I mentioned this. I would love to do Lost Coast. It's probably one of my last like remaining huge bucket list California items. But I haven't got a chance to do it yet. Maybe next year. Fred the Tree.
Fred.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Frank
yeah.
was close, I guess. Miss Amy in the videos. Yeah, you'll have to go see some of the family ones on the other channel. She'll definitely be in them again, but she's been not in them as much lately. Let's see. Headed out to September. Has been to Pinnacles. Great. Yeah, Pinnacles is one of those parks that a lot of people. I feel like Pinnacles and Joshua Tree. A lot of people will go and they'll almost be disappointed. I think both of them are incredibly beautiful, and you just kind of have to understand them a little bit more to experience them. Especially Joshua Tree. It's like people just drive through the park and they don't get blown away by like what you'd see in Yosemite. But you get off the main path, you see all the Joshua trees, you see the incredible diversity in the desert landscape. You watch a sunset or a sunrise there. I mean, it's like you could put those up against sunsets and sunrises in any other national park in the United States. And then Pinnacles with the caves and stuff and the condors. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff there as well.
And the life and the seasons can be seen in those places, but they're subtle and you have to pay attention.
You took your recommendations to visit Matanuska Glacier.
Cool.
That was cool. Matanuska Glacier was cool. I would have loved to have done one of like the more ice climbing ones that they had there. Let's see. Have you ever done the Punch Bowl hike above Ojai? I've seen that a lot of times, but I've never done it. It makes me so sad with the tagging. Oh my gosh. There's nothing that frustrates me more than seeing tagging on the trails. It's like,
breaks your heart.
Are you kidding me? Like this stuff can stay in like the urban area. I don't want it there either, but please just don't tag random rocks in the middle of these beautiful places. That's super, super frustrating.
I always carry a garbage bag with me when I hike and pick stuff up.
Yeah, so much trash everywhere. But I don't know. I feel like Southern California is actually a lot worse. I don't know why. Maybe because the trails are so much closer to like major metropolitan areas, so they're getting a lot more use. But I mean, I feel like a lot of times when I leave California, I don't see as much of the graffiti as I do down here. When you're coming to Ohio, I would love to. Got a good friend in Ohio. There's a national park in Ohio. I hear that there's a sandwich, I think, in Columbus that's really famous. I can't remember what it's called right now, but I'd love to eat that. So Ohio would be awesome. Are you going to do Lassen or lava beds? Absolutely. I go there as much as I can. I've been to Lassen 3 or 4 times. I love to go to lava beds again, but it's so far up in California that it takes a while for me to get there. Under the category of too much information, there's a Cocomelon video for potty training. I'm sure my wife probably already knows the lyrics to that one. Have one of your Yosemite shots hanging above my Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow. I do remember that there was some of the photos that went out to New Zealand. So wow, that's so cool to hear that. Thank you. Your channel is one of my favorites on YouTube. We love your videos. Josh from Japan. Hello, fellow Josh. That's awesome. I hope to get to Japan one of these days. Next road trip, hopefully doing the fall colors. I'd love to do Olympic Peninsula. Love to do the North Shore. Those are probably like the 3 top ones at the moment. I basically, because I'm trying to do all the national parks, try to make the trips that I do national parks plus road trips. So there's 3 in Washington. There's 2 North Shore, and then there's Acadia that I would love to go to in Maine. So that's kind of why those trips are so high on the list. Oh man, there's so many good comments. Super chat, thank you so much for Pops for him to start his own Papa Bear
New
shirt.
merch.
Yeah, we talked about the Papa Bear shirt. That'd be awesome. I agree. California is like, when you talk about leaving California, it's like I don't know if I could leave because there's just the weather here is so good. Like my wife would always give me problems because I would never remember to bring a jacket on my trips that I go on. I bought like all these sweatshirts from places, had to buy umbrellas because like I just don't think about there being actual weather outside of California.
No,
you know,
that's interesting. Greg's comments.
66 national park should be Route 66. That would be cool.
I don't know how they do that exactly, but that's an interesting idea.
Well, I guess it's run by the National Park Service. They could do that because the Blue Ridge was technically run by the National Park Service too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, we'll end this stream in like 10 minutes. So let's see how many we can get through. We're gonna power through these. My boyfriend and I celebrated their 8-year anniversary at Muir Woods because of your video. Oh, cool!
What a peaceful place. That's a great idea for an anniversary.
Yeah, it's so beautiful and so close to like the city like that to be able to get out and to nature. Oh man, love Muir Woods. Come to New Zealand and I'll show you around. Don't tempt me. I'll be there. Bob's already been to New Zealand. I haven't been.
I went to the North Island. I desperately wanted to get to the Southern Island, but we couldn't do it.
I gotta explore. You gotta explore Lord of the Rings.
I know the Southern Island. The mountains are just amazing, incredible.
I've enjoyed all of your trips that I've seen so far. I appreciate that. I'll try to keep making good trips that you enjoy for sure. Visually impaired and use your videos to plan trips. Felt some independence. Oh, that's so cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, no, thank you. That's so awesome that you are, able to plan trips so well and to bring your girls on it and give them those experiences. So, wow, thank you for that comment.
Thanks for that, Jim. That's awesome.
Your trips inspire my artwork. Well, that's cool. I'll have to see some of those pictures. Bear Gulch, the caves. That's awesome. River of Grass is a great book. You read that one.
River of Grass is a great book. Very, very interesting.
What's your favorite road trip we've been on, Pops?
I think it's got to be Route 66. I mean, the Route 66 wasn't the beauty, but just because it was something Josh and I had talked about forever and kind of really helped to kickstart a lot of these other trips, I have to say Route 66, I guess.
Yeah, I think Alaska was like my favorite in terms of like beauty and everything. But Route 66 would be my favorite just because it was the original one. That kind of kickstarted all this, and neither one of us had any idea what was going to happen, that people were going to be excited about watching our road trip. So it can't really get more special than that,
We couldn't believe it. I remember when Josh hit 1 million views on Route 66, and we were like, people actually watch this. This is so amazing, Yeah. So you guys have been so encouraging to us.
If you guys want to see something funny, go back in the like community section of YouTube, and you can see a cake. Pops made and designed a cake for the Route 66 hitting 1 million views, and it was the best. We celebrated eating our cake, and then now it's at like 12 million views. I didn't get a cake for 12 million views. What the heck?
We're not at 12 yet.
Okay. Then we'll get a 12 million view cake. Yeah, we went to Great Basin. We just did the short trail to the bristlecones, but that was it. We haven't actually. I want to do Wheeler Peak. I'm hoping to do that sometime. So, thank you for the super chat, Ben. Really appreciate it. That's awesome. Do you plan to? Absolutely not. I have a boy and a girl. It's like, what else do you need, right? And twins are hard. So. Ever considered the intercoastal waterway in the islands above the East Coast? I have not. I'm definitely going to look that up.
Intercoastal waterway. I haven't heard of that.
That sounds awesome. Thank you. I try. I feel like I'm a very optimistic person if it's not about Mount Wilson hike, So I try to find the beauty wherever I can. San Antonio, Pops, you've been there, right?
Yeah. My wife was actually born there.
We did the road to Hana 25 years ago. Takes a lot of time. Yeah, I would like to spend, I know it's only 50 miles, but I'd like to spend like a couple days on it so I could really get to experience it. Wife and I discovered your channel in the beginning of 2020. Went to Fern Canyon. Oh man, that's one of the best places in California. Absolutely incredible. Glad you made it over the little crazy water you have to drive through to get there. What do you do to pass the time on long drives? We basically listen to audiobooks or music. We both Pops and I are very big into music, so we listen to a lot of music. We do a lot of singing. We read a lot of road trip books to see what's going to
We
come
have
up
some
next.
good conversations. We had a good one this last trip about the Civil War. We won't go into it, but we had a really interesting conversation about that.
Always trying to talk about something, that's for sure.
Joel!
Who's your favorite sibling? Hey, what's up, Joel?
That's my son-in-law.
I only have one, so you know. Hello, Amy. If you're watching it, or you're just sending Joel into maybe Amy wrote that comment. And,
Yeah, I could have been. Put it on Joel.
Do a video on Gold Country. It's on the list. I've been to Gold Country for the blog. It's an amazing area. I did that at Rappel and Moaning Caverns. I want to do that again, so would love to go up there. I think that would be a cool one for Pops and I for sure. Best California trip to do with my parents. Pops, what's the best one?
Well, it depends on where you want to go. If you just want to see beauty, the 395 is just real chill, and you can just kind of see incredible beauty. If you're up near Northern California, we've been pounding on Yosemite. Yosemite, you just shake your head and say, I can't believe this is a real place, especially if you come out of tunnel view. But in Southern California, San Diego's amazing.
Driving along the coast would be good. Any stretch of PCH would be good.
And Joshua Tree is really unusual. I thought it was interesting that Amy said that was one of her favorites.
Videos. Oh, everybody's upset to go to bed right now, apparently. Favorite coffee shop in California? Oh, I couldn't pick a favorite. I love coffee. Well, I mean, I love coffee, so we have favorites in like every city we go to. A fun one that people would maybe not really expect is that Phil's Coffee, which is a chain that was based in the Bay Area but is expanded out to more parts of California. They actually make a mint mojito latte where they like take fresh mint and they muddle it in the bottom of the cup, and then they make the latte on top of it. And it sounds super weird, but I mean, that's a really fun, interesting coffee experience to have that is from the Bay Area. Let's see. Favorite travel movies. Do you have a favorite travel movie?
Travel movie. I'm not sure what that genre would be.
One of the ones I always really liked is Into the Wild. I liked that book when I read it, even though sometimes it can be a little frustrating. But the movie is really interesting the way that they did it. I think went to some of the spots that I like Salvation Mountain, and oh man, the HBO series Edge of the World, I think, that just came out. Me and my wife are like so into that. It's just these just crazy epic adventures, like first ascent on a mountain, and like first time kayaking down this river that's never been kayaked before, and each one is like a 1-hour documentary on them trying to do that adventure. 3 of the 4 are out already, and if you have HBO, that is so cool. Me and my wife are so into it, so that's a good travel one. I've never been disappointed in Joshua Tree. I haven't either. I love Joshua Tree. Plans for New England road trip. Yep, we keep mentioning that, but I'm hoping to do that this fall. What's better, the back roads or the interstate? If you want to see more back roads, obviously, it's hard to stop on the interstate. That's one of the things I liked so much about Blue Ridge was that there's a 45 mile an hour the entire time, and there's over 200 pull-offs. So it's like you're not going too fast that if you see a pull-off coming up, it's really easy to get off. I think that's what makes that trip so cool, is that you can just kind of pull off on one of them, and if you don't want to like get out or anything, you don't have to, and you just get back on. And it's hard to be like, I'm on an interstate, I see something I want to see. Do I want to go get off, backtrack? So you miss a lot of things when you're on an interstate versus
it is a lot slower, and you just have to plan it. Like if you're driving to New Zealand, you just got to plan on going slow, because you can't go fast, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. Hello from Argentina.
Argentina.
What's your soccer team?
Argentina Boca, baby.
You can see his shirt. Super chat. Thank you. Loved your food choices for Portland. Oh man, Portland's got so much good food. I don't know what the underground donut tour is, but I'm in.
You're all over it.
Yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, that's probably the first international trip we do. Something is Iceland or potentially Canada. Love to go to Norway. Norway has so much beauty. Every time I see a picture of it, I'm like, where's that place? And it's like half the time it's Norway. So yeah, I'd love to do that. Want to do more stuff on the East Coast, hopefully do New England. Are you surprised by the number of... Yes, absolutely. The amount of views that Loneliest Road got. I mean, it's like, I thought that people would be interested in it just because it's kind of like that interesting history of being the loneliest road, even though obviously it's probably not anymore. But I was blown away when that thing hit 1 million. I didn't think it was gonna be anywhere near that, and it's been a really popular video for us.
But it was a fun trip. We had a lot of fun.
It was a fun trip. The only thing I don't like about your videos is that it makes my list of places to see even longer. That's a good thing. I like it.
It's like everything to do.
Gulf Coast. I would love to do the Gulf Coast. I have a buddy who's a blogger and just does the Gulf Coast area, and he's always doing blogs on the area, and it makes it look like a really cool spot. Favorite book and authors, Pops?
Lord of the Rings, Tolkien,
Rings.
of course. I love Max Brand if you're about cowboy books. But right now I'm reading the Wheel of Time series. I can't think of the name of the author, but I love that series. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I like Lord of the Rings as well, and I like The Alchemist. Thank you for the super chat. Fan character bouncing the heart-shaped pony. Yeah, we got to go back and watch all these animations. We're missing out on all the good animations. $3.95 road trip next month. Your videos are helpful, man. $3.95. I could go on and on about that. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. I love $3.95. We do stay in Airbnbs if we're staying in an area for longer. My wife and I do Airbnbs almost exclusively now because with the twins, it's a lot easier to do that than a hotel. But for Pops and I, we're always in a hotel for one night and basically never in a hotel for longer than that. Have you thought about Montana? I have videos on Billings, Bozeman, and one day in Glacier on my channel. So I've done a little bit there, but not as much as I would like. It's your format. Background music, it's ASMR. All right, I'll take it. My soothing voice and the slow background music tunes. My mom and I watch all your videos together, and I always look forward to the new ones. That's cool that you watch them with your mom. That's really fun.
For sure.
Hawaii is high on the list. I have a lot of Hawaii stuff. Really, really appreciate it. Congrats on 2000. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. It looks like we got I was too late to ban this person putting adult dating sites in the chat. Yeah. Sorry, I need to have a moderator next time who can get rid of that. I'm like way too far behind. All right. Super chat from Robert. Thank you, Robert. We appreciate it.
That's awesome, Robert.
Do I recommend Pinnacles for a 3 and 6 year old? I mean, if they're like adventurous children and they like, kind of exploring, climbing rocks and stuff, absolutely, because you can get to the caves relatively easily, and it's just cool to be able to see the caves. Some of the caves have like little waterfalls and stuff in them. So I mean, if they like that kind of thing, they probably would really like Pinnacles for a little bit. You afford all your trips. I touched on this earlier, but this is my full-time job. I've been a full-time blogger for 6 or 7 years, and so you just moved into YouTube as well. The AdSense, so the ads that play before the videos, is basically where I get the revenue for continuing to go on the trips. Like I said earlier, I do take sponsored videos sometimes, but most of the time, the previous video is funding the next video, and I try to pay for everything that we do, from the restaurants to the hotels and everything, because to me, for those road trip type videos, I like to not like be indebted to anyone or have to talk about anything. I just want, to talk about what we experience and stuff like that. And so it makes it easier if you're just using the YouTube ads and you're not doing any type of
thank goodness for
stuff.
Southwest Companion Pass.
Yeah, I have a Companion Pass, so Pops flies for free with me right now, and I'll lose it at the end of this year. So got to figure out how to get that back again. What car would be your dream road trip car? We talked about it earlier. I think it'd be really fun to have a Tesla and just to see, how to do videos on like EV stuff and what type of road trips you can do on that.
I'd love to done Route 66 in a GTO.
There you go.
I could never afford a GTO.
You could rent one.
Yeah.
Did you go to any small towns near Blue Ridge? Oh yes, small towns in Blue. What was the one that we stayed at? Blowing Rock. Blowing Rock, right?
I think so.
That little town had
the one that Mayberry was after too.
I don't remember, but that little town was awesome because it had a nice downtown area. It was we had a good restaurant there that was in an old house, and you could sit and you could look out over the road and stuff. That was a really cool town. Blue Ridge is cool. I'm spacing on it, but you'll see it all in the video, I guess, all the places we went. Let's see. Have you ever visited Michigan? I don't think I've been to Michigan. Have you been to Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan. I mean, those states are just Wisconsin, Michigan. it's all forests and water and beauty, and yeah, they're just beautiful places to be.
Lincoln Highway, yes, would love to do that, but it's probably not for a few years because I need like 3 or 4 weeks to do that with Pops, and I can't take that time away from the family right now. So maybe in the future we'll do that one. All right, a couple more questions. We'll end this at 7, and that way my children can go to sleep without us. Always lets the ads play. Thank you. After talking about all the ads, favorite TV show. I love Parks and Rec. I could watch Parks and Rec over that one in The Office. I could watch both of those. Basically any episode, I'll just keep it on when the first season of Parks and Rec is horrible. After the first season, I will watch any episode that's on. What about you?
We're rewatching all of Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things.
Man, Stranger Things season 4, that was so good. You like John Denver? Heck yes. We in the Blue Ridge Parkway video, we talk about our actual, what was the song? Our song Country? No, it was
Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah Valley. Yeah, John Denver.
Yeah, I know, but what was the song?
Country Roads.
Okay, so that was our song for Blue Ridge Parkway that we listened to. So yes, we do like John Denver.
And we love Brandon Sanderson too. We read that whole series.
That series with the Way of Kings.
Yeah.
That one.
1,000 pages.
Yeah, those things are massive. All right. Anything else that we can see? I went to school in Boone. Yeah, those were the 2 cities that we were kind of debating between staying in, and then I ended up just finding a nice hotel in Blowing Rock. But I bet Boone would be a cool town too. I mean, and like Asheville, North Carolina was really cool. We went in there and we had this Indian food place that was voted one of the best in the United States. Yeah, that one my brother-in-law told me about, which was really good. I'd love to spend more time there. We went up and saw the Star when we were in Roanoke, which was cool. It's a cool little part of history there. Peaks of Otter, there's a lot of cool little towns. I don't know if Peaks of Otter is a town or not, but all right. Anything else? Disneyland trips. We go to Disneyland a lot with the family because we have a pass in Southern California. So I have some Disneyland videos on my other channel, the California channel. Have you ever been to Bedrock, Arizona? Full replica Flintstone town. We have not, but that's right up on. I'm gonna ban this person. Put user in timeout. Okay, there you go. Sorry about all the spam. Next time I'll have a moderator. How can we help you earn more when we watch? That's very nice. Just when the ads and stuff. But I mean, honestly, like, we're so blessed that the videos get a lot of views, and it's not hard to at least fund the next video with what we're making from them. So I think that is the end. I said it was going to be an hour. Look at that. We made it to 2 hours, Pops.
Someone just said when I do my wine label, it should be a cowboy teddy bear. It's actually, the label is someone going like this, and there's a string that ropes the barrel, and so the bottle, and so it's called Cab Roper because it's Cabernet.
And please keep it healthy. We're trying. We're eating those salads, We get at least one salad on Blue Ridge Parkway. Yeah, I agree. I need to do more of my live streams, and I need moderators. So next time I'll have one. That's all right. Well, that's the end. My California channel is called California Through My Lens. You can search for it on YouTube as well, or I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. But that is the end of this stream. Thank you for anyone who spent any of the 2 hours with us. That was incredible.
So kind. You're so kind. You guys all know how the internet is how people can be sometimes unkind. And you guys are so kind and encouraging. And it's kind of makes Josh want to run out and make another video right now because you guys are so kind. And
they're way kinder to you. They didn't even have any negative comments to say about you.
Well, those guys, I blocked those earlier.
Yeah, you were moderating those, just not the adult websites. You were moderating the negative comments about yourself.
But we appreciate you all. Thank you.
Do you have any other comments, Pops?
No, just thank you kindly. You're so encouraging. We appreciate you.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I mean, 200,000 subscribers. I would never have thought that would have ever happened. And to have people so engaged with us, wanting to come to the live streams, wanting to come to the premieres, chatting with us, encouraging us. You'll never understand how much it means to us and how exciting it is that you guys watch these videos so that my dad and I can continue to make them. So with that, we will bid you adieu. I got some cold Thai food that I'm going to eat right now. And thank you for spending a little bit of a part of our weekend with us.
Thank you.